How you been, bro?
I've been good though, man. Honestly, it's been smooth, man. It's just been doing stuff for work and stuff, and
Yeah.
I mean I definitely started the whole entire vaccination process for myself, man. So,
Uh-huh.
but Wednesday is my second dose, and then I guess I'll be done with all
Fully
that.
vaxxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the first one was fine and everything like that. So we'll see how the second one goes.
For those who's watching, my boy Jarvis, he works the festivals and he's the manager for the box office.
Yeah, I've never been to EDC.
That shit is wild.
I've been to what's the place though? Electric Forest, which is kind of like similar genre of music,
Right.
but it's out there in Rothbury, Michigan.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014. I did that show,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just like a show in the forest, basically,
Yeah.
deep in the forest of Michigan. It's really wild,
That's crazy.
but it's like the same style of music. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a couple like jam bands and R&B.
Yeah.
When I went there, the what's his name? Aloe Black was because he was kind of doing like a hybrid thing with this music at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like a mix of soul and electronic. So
Yeah.
it was kind of cool. So yeah, that's kind of that. So that's the closest I've been to that genre. Flognaw, Camp Flognaw.
Yeah. Flognaw was fun. Jar actually hooked me up with some tickets for Flognaw and Coachella. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's a very unique LA festival, man. So it's like really cool to see that. So definitely that's a show that when things are really able to really start moving around. Looking forward to seeing that come back.
Yeah. What got you into that industry?
Man, I think I was just looking to get a job, and I was studying live entertainment.
Yeah.
Or no, studying music business for that matter in Chicago, where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I'm from this town called Palos Hills, but I was studying in downtown Chicago, music business, and I was just trying to find a career path in the music industry. One, of course, originally trying to be a performer myself, but the performer thing was just kind of like a passion. But I was like, okay, if this doesn't work out, what other ways can you kind of get involved in the entertainment industry for that matter?
Yeah.
And so this is something. It's something I kind of stumbled upon when I was looking for an internship, and that was a big deal. When I was in college, you got to get an internship. So I didn't get an internship, but I ended up finding out about this company called C3. They had an internship program. I didn't get it. However, when they passed on me for internship, I got offered a position with the box office team for this other company that works with them called Front Gate Tickets.
Yeah.
And from there, I started working in the box office at Lollapalooza. It was the very first festival I've ever done.
Nice.
And that's in Chicago. It's a really big one too.
Shout out to Chicago, Chi-Town.
And I mean, I did that show for like 7 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the beginning, 2008 was my first time doing it. And that's just kind of how I learned everything about the festival scene. And just like, and this is 2008 when festivals weren't as, they were coming up, but they weren't as household as they are now. In 2021 and everything like that. People are fully aware of what a festival is, even if they've never been to one. I feel like a little bit more so. 2008, it wasn't that much. People are still aware. Maybe if you had a pretty big one in your neighborhood, in your state, in your country, okay? But if you didn't really have a big one, maybe you weren't aware of it.
Yeah.
Of a music festival versus a state festival or a county fair, right? A little bit different. So yeah, that's when the festival became mainstream. I feel like a little bit later on, around 2012. But 2008 is when it was still kind of a niche thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's kind of when I got involved with it, man. Just working the box office, got paid $10 an hour, nothing major.
Yeah.
Especially after you take out taxes.
Damn.
So
those taxes be hitting, bro.
Yeah. Man, I learned a lot, but so I just stuck with it, and then what I began to realize is that this line of work was taking me places a lot faster and a lot further than my music was taking me. I was still kind of just doing it as a passion, but my music I wasn't traveling off my music, but I was traveling off these festivals. I got to go out to Las Vegas to do a festival, Dover, Delaware to do a festival, New York, all these different places to go do a festival because I was working in the box office. So, that's one thing that I thought was pretty cool. It's like, man, I get to kind of move around a little bit.
Yeah.
And coming from a small suburb that I was coming from in Illinois, which is outside of Chicago, I was like, man, this is pretty exciting that I get to kind of see music, travel a little bit.
Heck yeah.
And kind of, just make connections with some people.
Yeah.
In a real way. And that's how I got out here in California too. So thanks to the box office. So man, it kind of brought me places. So man, it's real special.
That's awesome. He resided here in California, and then I met him at a barbershop.
Yeah. That's the important thing, because you want to know how that's important. Like when you're moving around, traveling, doing these shows, the number one thing I always think about is one, if I have to go to the doctor, what would I do, right? And then two, if I got to get a haircut, what would I do? So those are things I think about every single state that I'm in. Like, man, if I need to go get a haircut, where do I go? You know, and like I don't get a complicated haircut as you know, Jed,
Right.
but you know, still it's just like you just so used to like going to your barber and just sitting in the chair, not having to like talk about the haircut that you're about to get. You just get it.
Yeah.
So that's all I was kind of concerned about. As crazy as that may sound, but yeah, that's what I like. My uncle had recommended going to a little local barbershop over here in Orange County, and that's when I came across you. I think you were still like in school, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Still going to school, and I was working at that shop.
So yeah, it was you that had a really good rapport over there. So I was like, okay, well at least you get kind of some type of connection with somebody. And I think too, when I was going over there, a lot of people were kind of switching because I didn't realize it was a barber school that he was pulling talent from. So like I noticed a lot of people would be like rotating a little bit. So I was like, man, every time I go there, like the person I was with isn't initially there.
Yeah.
So you were the only one that was kind of consistently there. So I was like, okay, well that's cool then. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and work with him. So yeah, I'm glad that I did, man, because it worked out, man. So I've been following you for your barber career. I mean, like I said, we met in 2016.
Yeah.
So it's 2021 now, roughly 5 years now.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, roughly 5 years. Cutting my hair now out here in Cali, official Cali barber. So you know, I think as I always like to say with you, I've always learned. I feel like I learned more about the culture and style and just you know just like what barbers go through from getting a haircut with you versus any other. You know, all my other barbers have been good, but I don't think I've ever had like a real like history lesson of like what it's like to be a barber until I came over with you and just start seeing your process and stuff like that. And then the fact that you're from the area, you know, and then now seeing like your home setup and seeing like your studio over here what you got going on, and you know, it's like okay, it's like you just learn more. So I think that's the cool thing about it, man. So it's like, yeah.
Thanks, bro. That shit was dope. Thank you for sticking with me through the journey, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. No, yeah, I think you're probably like I said, we were around the same age, so it's like all the barbers I've ever had have always been older. Like 50, maybe like 50, 60 years old. Like I never met a barber any like maybe 40, okay, but never like around my age. I'm 32, so it's like we were around the same age. So it's like I never really been around that before. So yeah, it's always been interesting though. To do that, man. So yeah, and again, I think that how you incorporate your family culture, your heritage, and everything into your style, and just of course your interest in hip hop and stuff like that, it's been super dope. So like, that's always been like something that you know that caught my eye as well. I thought that was really dope. Because you never. Like you go to a shop, get a cut, you don't really know like you see the name of the business, but you don't know the history, like or like what is inspiring the brand.
Right.
I mean, again, sometimes it can be something as simple as fresh cuts, which okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. Fresh cuts, but like it's kind of cool that with yours, it's like it's just a story, there's meaning behind it. You know, it's just not. It's good. Like you walk in and you're kind of part of this atmosphere. So I think that's kind of dope.
That's dope, man. Thank you for like. I'm glad that it was able to translate for people because like I don't know if it would have, you know. So that's dope that you.
No, that's true. That's cool. No, it's dope though. Yeah, I think that's a real dope thing. And when you say you're trying to make this the hidden barbershop, I said that's kind of dope. I like that idea. The hidden barbershop, like that's real smooth. Yeah. That's super clever, man. So yeah, man, it's been a dope journey, absolutely. So like I said, that sounds like I always try to make it over here, get cut up by you whenever I need to, man. So like I said, definitely. I mean, of course, you know the pandemic created a little bit of challenges because you can't get around, especially at the start of the pandemic. It's like, man, okay, well, they're telling everyone to sit down, stay at home.
Yeah.
Especially like in that March, April of last year, man, everyone was going like, you know, hell, from March to May, people were going 60, 90 days with no haircut. I mean, I know I did for like a minute. It's like, I don't know what to expect, so I got to play it safe. And, you know, it's like, okay, but thankfully it's like, okay, now we got some better guidelines and we know what this is. Yeah. You know, so that was tough though, going that long when I get my haircut. I was like, oh man, I was like, I can't see Jed. It's like, come on, man. Like,
oh man,
it was tough. It was real tough, man. So that was hard. Yeah. So I was like, okay, now we know where we're at, and now we know what to expect, and things are looking good now. Yeah. Looking a lot better than what they were before.
A lot better.
So it's like, man, let's go ahead and get this going. So yeah, and plus too, man, like I said, as we talked about before, I like how you took your, because you have experiences on being on the boat, you got experiences working in hospice, but like you've always sanitation, all that stuff like that. Before all this stuff was like buying gloves and you've been had that going on.
What up, Miss G?
That's
Thank you.
A fact. So it's like,
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. So that's good though. Yeah. So anyone ever like, oh man, I don't know, meeting up with new barbers or whatever.
Yeah.
COVID safe, COVID compliant over here.
Yeah, I didn't mean to retain all that knowledge, but man, when it comes down to it, that shit helped me a lot during the pandemic.
Yeah, man. Like I said, you was already well equipped, ready to go. Hell, you were making masks at one point. I remember that. I was like, okay. You got the whole entire mask thing going. I was like, damn, Jay got the hookup.
Started off with mom just working in the hospital, and then just there was a mask shortage at that time, and then like she just wanted to make masks for her coworkers because because of the shortage, and I was like, yo, I want to make some too, and did it for a little bit, it was fun.
It was dope because you were like taking the materials and like you had the Supreme ones. I think you did like some was it like Nike ones or whatever, like all that stuff. It was like, I was like, okay, yeah, he's getting real creative right here. I said, this is dope. I was saying, like, I don't think I ever met a barber that can just ever switch it up. Like, he's got so many different pockets, man. So I think that's the dope thing about it.
Yeah, I was in the nursing field.
Yeah, so that's dope.
LVN. Thanks, Ms. G, for watching. What up, Win? Thanks for watching, y'all. One of my favorite YouTubers does Lily Pulitzer masks. What's a Lily Pulitzer mask?
I've never heard of that one.
What is that, Win?
Yeah, you want to look that up?
You want to co-host and explain?
Drop a link.
Come up and co-host, Win. I got you. Well, I want to know what that is.
Yeah, definitely. I never heard of that one before. It's wild that you can see like the back of my head. Like that's a rare thing.
Okay, so like a Lily Pulitzer mask, it's like a really preppy brand. And she does like, well, when she was alive, she did like really cool like patterns. I think I can show you on my iPad. Ooh. Okay, I need to sign up for this class.
Wait, I don't get it.
I'm about to show you like what the patterns look like because the patterns are really cool.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's dope.
But she takes like some of the fabric from like from the clothes. It's like when I show you it, like it's an extremely preppy brand. Oh, let me see. Okay. So like these.
Oh, okay.
So she'll take like the fabric, or like she'll get like the patterns, and she'll turn them into masks.
Oh dang!
Oh yeah,
that's just hella trippy.
Yeah. Do they glow in the dark or something like that, or glow off light or something like that?
I wish they did, but they don't.
They look like they would though. That's pretty sweet though. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like they're known for like their preppy fashion, and so like honestly, if you see any preppy girl, this is probably in her closet. Whether it's like her clothes or her accessories, it's in her closet.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Thanks for sharing. I didn't know what the heck that was. Pulitzer?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had like a whole brand, like Lily Pulitzer. I would say like her stuff, like I wouldn't say like it's very similar, but I would say that it fits along with the idea of Kate Spade. I don't know if you've ever heard of Yeah, so like how preppy girls really like Kate Spade, they also really like Lily Pulitzer. So those are like their hand-in-hand stuff.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. That's really dope. Yeah, no, that looks. I don't know if you've seen what's that? The super. No, it was like the LED mask that like will.i.am or somebody is making where it's like a high tech.
Oh yeah,
it's super expensive. That's what I was gonna say.
It's like a ventilation mask.
Yes.
Like self ventilating.
But you can listen to music. You can charge up like your phone. It's all these things you can do on top of just of it being just a regular mask to protect you, against germs or whatever. It's crazy. I think it's like, I don't know, $500 some $5. The price is up there. It's worth looking into. It's like Will.i.am and some other tech company he's working with.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is taken to another level. So,
That's just
Ooh,
wild,
he is
though.
yeah,
expensive. Ooh, I
absolutely,
really
man.
want this mask.
Super crazy. No, it's like that's kind of where it's going, man. This is I think someone says like these masks could be like in season. So if they are there, then we gotta get fashionable. Then
Yeah.
if it's in season,
Hi,
it's gotta
Alyssa.
be fashionable.
You got that Will.i.am mask? Oh, no, man. I took a L on that, bro. Watch.
Yeah.
It's going to be like shoes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh
Damn.
man, no,
Ooh, I
that's
just
crazy.
realized I can get the book bag that I want now.
Win, I appreciate you for coming up.
Oh, you're welcome. Ow, I hurt my nail.
Definitely nice hearing from you.
Is there anything you want to ask Jar? Any
I'm
questions?
bad at asking questions.
He's from Chicago, made his way down to Cali by himself. Um, Shoot, I don't know.
Must be nice. I'm trying to make it to Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a it's definitely a trip. I always say like when I think my only thing was like I had family members that lived out here, right? And my only thing was and they would always tell me, hey, you should come out, you should come out.
Yeah.
But I was against the idea of just coming out here without a purpose. So I think that was my biggest thing. I gotta have something. So like the job that I
Mm.
got was
Right.
something for me to kind of like of course, financially it made sense because of the job, but it's just something to kind of like, okay, you have like a starting point. I mean, not to discourage anyone if they don't have that or anything, but just just to have some type of purpose that you come out here for, or for
Right.
whatever reason,
Yeah.
whether it be just a short vacation or you're trying to start something with a career or just a hobby that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
I mean, or whatever, just have like a purpose of what you're here, and that will help a lot too. I think just not, especially in like big stakes like this,
Uh-huh.
man. It's just having a purpose. It helps out a lot.
Okay.
For sure. I recommend that.
You been to North Carolina?
No, I
Not
have
yet.
not been to North Carolina. I don't think I've even been to the airport of North Carolina.
Oh, damn.
Not even no. No, I've never been to North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I think that's where Wynn's from
Oh,
too.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The certain parts of North Carolina are really nice. Like it's like a half and half. So like some parts are like redneck or us, and then other parts are like very city like.
Okay. Mm,
Interesting.
okay. Yeah. Okay. I've never pulled up to North Carolina, South Carolina. I mean, like, what's the distance as far as like a drive?
I honestly don't know. My little sister goes back and forth, but I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I got a coworker who is from South Carolina, um, and her family moved over there from like New York, I want to believe, just to start because they want to start their family, so that's where they want to be at. So,
Hey, what up, Alyssa?
but
I
yeah,
see you.
man,
I feel like that
I need to
happens
get
with
with
a
her.
lot of New Yorkers. Like we end up moving to the South, then complain about it, but we stay.
Yeah, very true, very true. I think so. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people. I think from anyone from like a big town, big city, they'll move to like a smaller town and talking about how slow things are, but then at the same time they like the no income tax or whatever the advantage is, right? Of living
Mhm.
in a maybe smaller state or a more rural state or whatever. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jed, actually, you lived in Oklahoma. Does everyone know that you lived out there, OKC, for a
Uh,
minute?
Man,
You
I don't know
pulled
if
up.
I think I told a few people, but yeah, I lived in Oklahoma. That shit was crazy. Cause who would ever think to move there, you know? And man, it was wild. I just packed up my shit, researched a little bit, and moved. And
You pulled up, pulled up.
I don't know. I
I
just
just
can't
pulled
see
up.
you in Oklahoma.
Huh?
I just can't see you in Oklahoma.
I can't see myself in Oklahoma too. I thought I was gonna be the only Chinese Mexican looking motherfucker right there, you know? But supposedly they didn't know what Filipino were, like what Filipinos were until like we brought it up, like, oh, okay, we're from so and so, and it was
Mm,
so interesting. But then again, I thought as racist or like as conservative as I thought like that
mm-hmm.
place would have been,
Yeah, yeah.
like it was pretty progressive.
Mm,
Like
okay.
um Yeah, it was pretty progressive. Like the folks there were nice, man. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Oklahoma from your travels, about like the downtown scene,
Yeah,
all
very
that stuff like that.
clean. Yeah,
Yeah, I would have never known about that if it wasn't for you. So
pretty interesting, man.
yeah, um, no, yeah. It's like when you left, man. I tell you, it was a hard time. I went back to square B of yes, literally square B, not
Oh.
square one or whatever, square B. Looking for a barber again because I'm like, okay, where where do I go? It was a dangerous time right there, Jay.
Where'd you go? You said
Uh,
those are dangerous
It was dark
times, yeah.
times. When you finally, I'm telling you for everyone here, when you meet the barber and you have a good rapport with your barber,
Yeah.
as you know, he's cool with your barber, and then the
Right.
barber leaves and moves, it's like,
Now you walking in like, oh shit.
yeah, it's tough, man. So I was going to I think what's it called? I don't know, but the shop over there, right down the street from you, right here. Not in La Palma, but the one over there by Knott's Berry. I'm blanking on the name. Why am I blanking?
Rosewood.
There you go, Rosewood.
Yeah.
I'm going to Rosewood.
Yeah.
Okay, I went over there.
Who you see? You see my
I
boy Mark?
I saw Sasha, and then I
Sasha?
saw the homie
PJ. Or Brent.
Brent. There you go,
Yeah.
Brent and Sasha. So I saw them, and then I went over to somewhere in Cerritos and got my hair cut. I forgot the name of that spot too. It was like a swag shop type of thing.
Okay. Oh, I think I know. Fade, House of Fade.
Yeah, there we go. House of Fades. Went over there for a minute, and then I went even literally right by Knott's Berry, like literally on the street of Knott's.
Oh, okay. At that
But
one.
at that one, is that like a training school one? I believe.
Nah, it's a. Nah, it's just they kind of like take on like the old school shop type of vibe.
Got you. Yeah, they have some old school prices though.
Yeah.
So you can get a whole lineup for like $5. I was like, okay, well here you go.
Yeah, some old school price. That's all I know. Shit.
Yeah, so I went over there. That's what I was doing. It was a dangerous time, man. So I was lost. So when you were going away to OKC doing your thing, man, I was like, okay, well, you know, one day I'm gonna have to pull up on jail if I ever go out there. And yeah, I mean, definitely it was challenging moving out when my mom was sick at the time when she, before she passed, she was very sick with dealing with cancer, and so that was challenging. Of course, you wanting to like pursue passions and goals of your own, but you got family members who aren't, doing well. Yeah. That's always challenging, but I think it was just really about, thinking about yourself because I was still living at home at that time too when I was traveling. But I was just like, well, you gotta think about if something were to happen to your parents or to your mother in particular.
Yeah.
Because my father already passed away prior to that in 2011. So it's just like, you got to figure out what your next move is going to be with a clear head and not do it with a cloudy head because it's a challenging thing, when you're trying to make life decisions, when you're dealing with some type of grief or whatever. You just got to live. What is that? Live at the moment. There you go.
Strong dude, man. Yeah. Like, what I admire that about you, bro. Like how you pushed on, even though times were just rough, man. And
yeah, and that's kind of the thing too. With anything you're trying to do in life, man, I always felt like, it's got to be, maybe it's got to be perfect, right? Nothing has to be going on, but that's not how it works. And and how the real, I hate the real world works, even though it's cliche as it sounds, but it's true. In the real world, yeah, you may be going through some things, and even though a cool opportunity may come up, but it may be going through maybe the worst period in your life,
right?
But you still gotta have the mind and just the focus to want to pursue that if that's what you want to do, of course.
Right.
Because it's not gonna be like perfect clear skies. There may be some rain. There may be some storms. There may be in our case out here in California, an earthquake happened.
Right.
But there still might be an opportunity, and you still gotta go for it. And not let the moment that you're in stop you from the long term goal that you have for yourself. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Of course, yeah, man. Like I said, share like this all the time, and for the people who are checking this out, man, I got a podcast too called Candle and Knowledge.
That's right.
I talk a lot about this actually in that podcast, Candle and Knowledge.
Yeah.
You're just talking about my family and my mother and my father in particular, and my family history, man. So like it's like a memoir podcast type of thing. So definitely, if you more about just persevering through personal struggles.
Love it.
I share some stories. That's just what it is. Just sharing stories, man. I don't know if my advice is the right advice. It's just my story. So I just share my story, in that podcast. So
heck yeah. Where can we find that podcast, bro?
It's man on Apple, Spotify.
Okay.
Anywhere you listen to podcasts, it should be on there. Just type in Candle of Knowledge. That's it. Candle of Knowledge.
You heard it first, y'all. Candle of Knowledge. on all podcast platforms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hosted by my boy here, Jarvis. Let's go. I think that podcast that you put up was really dope because it's a way for people to help people heal. Not like I understand like is your way of commemorating your parents and also finding a way to heal. Um, but I feel like it also just helps other people too relate to you and like and deal with that grief. That's dope, man.
I agree. Yeah, I used to think that only people who are allowed to like maybe share like I don't know share insight to their life or share the life just their life story, right? Not even just advice, just their life story.
Right.
You have to be someone famous. Right? You have to be like on TV. You have to win an award. You have to be rich or something like that to share that. So you can't, and if you're not that, you can't say anything because your life isn't as important because you don't have those type of accolades, adulation, or whatever that someone else may have. But that's not true. You know, everyone's story matters, man.
I like that.
Yeah. Is that the famous Sheen?
The famous Sheen that I've had since fucking since I first cut you, bro.
Yeah. 5 years just sitting there. Bubbling.
This is has your name on it, bro. This is Jarvis Sheen, bro.
Yeah. The Sheen. That's I don't know what it represents a fresh cut to me. Like when you say fresh cuts, if it doesn't have that smell from Sheen, I don't know if it's fresh.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fresh. Yeah.
Anything you've been watching recently, bro?
Oh man, actually I just started Invincible.
Invincible?
Yes, on Amazon Prime. Yeah. So that's a pretty cool one. It's a pretty fun one too. So I just started that. I found myself rewatching on HBO Max True Detective season 1.
True Detective, okay.
Yeah. And then what was it? I watched Mortal Kombat and all that stuff like that.
What do you think about Mortal Kombat?
You know, for what it was, it is better than the '95 version. I feel.
Of course,
like.
Yeah, right.
But it's a starting point for something. It was a very fast movie too, man. It's like that movie went by quick. It's like it didn't waste any time outside of like the initial setup explaining like what's happening here.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan, you knew who these people are. I think by the time, for the people who didn't see it, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but by the time they get to the scene where they're walking through the desert and through like the mountaintops, Kano, Sonya, and I believe his name is Cole. I feel like the character they created for the movie.
Yeah.
That's like halfway through the movie. Like the movie's almost done at that point. I feel like I was like, wow, this movie is moving really fast.
Yeah.
So that's probably the only thing. If you turn around, if you're not really paying attention, you flipping through your phone, you might miss some things. That movie is really quick, but it's a good one. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. And again, you don't expect a deep storyline from it, but it was very entertaining. The fights were really cool.
Yeah.
But I think that they're building something for like a sequel, or like I don't know if they're gonna make a whole entire trilogy out of this, but I know there's talks about a follow up to it. So I'm curious to know what the follow up is gonna be like based on how they just set up the movie in this first one.
It was interesting how they didn't use Liu Kang as the main character.
Yeah. There's some other
dude. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, and I think honestly, he was just maybe that was their way of like trying to get the casual viewer into the project, right? People who aren't familiar with Mortal Kombat, his name was Cole, and let's just get this guy in there to be like the casual lead in, him and his family, so people can kind of maybe relate to him in his journey, I guess, from a character development standpoint. Because it's I mean outside of him, it really only developed Scorpion and Sub-Zero's backstory a lot more.
Yeah, on the side. That was pretty cool. I fucks with it.
Yeah.
Did you like the fact that Scorpion was a little seasoned?
Yeah, you know what? It's yeah, I think so because it's like
kind of represents the age of the
At first, I really thought, bro, that I thought the dude Cole was gonna become Scorpion. I thought he was.
I thought it was gonna be like that. That if you play like Mortal Kombat 10, you know Scorpion has a son, right? With the whip and like the spikes and stuff.
Okay, I got it.
No shit, but like, I thought he was gonna like have that power, but I guess
so did I.
Just not.
Yeah, I just expected Scorpion to be. I don't know if they're gonna make like a evil version of Scorpion, the one that we know of, the Scorpion that has a skull for a face and not an actual human face.
Right.
That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Because that's the one I liked the most from the original Mortal Kombat. It was like the Scorpion when he took the mask off and
fucking breathe fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to see that again, just for my own memory. So,
Yo, Flilo put out an amazing score, bro.
I got it sitting on my list.
Bro.
I got it sitting on my list. I know. I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out.
Oh, that's why you haven't brought it up. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I gotta check it out. I know.
All right.
Is it for like a TV show though?
Yasuke or Yasuke? It's on Netflix.
Oh.
Dude, it's fucking dope, bro.
I gotta check that out then, man. Yeah, because I saw that and I said the cover just looked dope for the artwork on the album. So I was like, okay, I gotta go ahead and actually watch this.
You know about Nujabes, right? Nujabes, you know about Samurai Champloo?
Yes, I never got too deep into it.
Yeah.
Because I guess more Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
But definitely.
Yeah, he took a lot of elements. He paid homage to those two because like Nujabes and like Samurai Champloo were, Nujabes was the producer, right?
Exactly. Lo-fi legend.
Yeah, lo-fi legend, and then Samurai Champloo was like one of the first animes to incorporate hip hop and like samurai shit together, and I thought that was sick. And like him bringing it into like Black Samurai and like and knowing just the fact that the African American culture brought hip hop, it just kind of comes full circle, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking tight, dude. Yeah. I fucking love it, man.
Hell yeah. Okay.
But it was a great story. There's a lot of elements that they took like from historically that but a lot of it like there's robots in there and shit too.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking tight.
I gotta check this out. I know it's on Netflix, but I gotta sit down and watch. Is it like a full is it just like a full TV series?
Yeah. Just 6 episodes.
6 episodes. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. That's perfect. That's not too much of a I'm liking that some of these more binge shows are like 8 episodes, 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And not like 38 episodes.
Yeah, they're easier to digest.
I can wrap my head around it and become a fan a little bit faster. Because it's so much, man. It's so much.
Yeah.
I've been spending a lot of time on HBO Max, but I got to get back into Netflix. But still, there's so much. Overall. No, man. So, like I said, this is dope though. Legendary. I gotta get that. We got that crane. I gotta figure out how to get that crane.
This thing just like hooks onto that. You can just go on these arms.
Okay. Let me get screenshot that name real quick so I can take a photo of that.
Yeah, I just got it on Amazon, bro.
I was about to say it looks like I gotta get something like that. That's fresh. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that one for sure. And then is this a new lighting setup? I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed that.
You like it?
Yeah, dude. That's dope. Did it come like this in a triangle, or did you?
No, I had to. Yeah, we had to.
Okay.
I just bought shop lights on Amazon, and I just arranged it into a triangle.
Nice, handy. So yeah, see, you get the lighting set up on point. That's what I'm saying, Jed. I mean, this
slowly but surely, Jar.
This is why it makes sense, my man. You got the stream stuff going over here. You got the whole setup, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is fresh, man. I've been catching these Twitch streams. I've been hopping off seeing that you're going in.
When you guys start streaming on Twitch, bro?
I did one time. I need to get back into it. It's usually like it just either the schedule or then I'll cost the haircut. So I was like, okay, whenever I get the cut, I need to get back into it because I got everything set up. I'm just kind of like procrastinating. So I think I might hop back on. I've been playing wrestling.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So I might just do some wrestling stuff, honestly.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Something quick.
Yeah, that's
so I've been doing that. So, because I was like, what game do I want to sink my teeth into?
Yeah.
The first was gonna be Skyrim, which I'm playing for fun, which is good. But I don't know if it's like, I don't know how enjoyable it is for people to watch.
You know what though? I've ran into a lot of streams where the guy is not even talking and he's just playing, and I think there's a subcategory for that. I think it's called like skill playing or some shit, or like skill streaming, where dude don't really gotta talk. He's just good at the game, and then people just kind of pick up on like his techniques and stuff like that when they watch.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, maybe that could be.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know you have more personality, and now you have, you can talk to the.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be more.
Well, that's what I like about it too. It's like that's what I was like. I like doing the sports games, even though I'm kind of like taking a break from. But the sports games because it gets a real reaction out of me. Because like
fast paced.
Yes, fast paced, real reaction.
Right.
So I am trying to get my hands on the Xbox. If I can, I know one game for sure. If I can get it, Skate 3 through the Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, Skate 3, hell
yes, that would be the one. That would definitely get me back because that's the one. I remember that game like crazy. So I've been watching it through the Game Pass, and of course through Xbox One, whatever. They got the game network now, and you can get all the older games.
Yeah, it's like a Netflix, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like remastered too for the Xbox, so it looks good on whatever version of Xbox you have for 4K or 1080p TV or whatever.
Yeah.
So I gotta get that because it's like, man, I haven't played that game in so many years, and I can just see myself putting some hours into that one. Tony Hawk is still fun.
How'd you be able to stream that though? Because I know PlayStation Network has something like that called PS Now.
Yes.
But then you can't. You can't stream it on Twitch or anything. It's on stream for some reason.
You stream it using
OBS.
my setup, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm not streaming directly through the system.
That's true. Right.
I'm streaming through basically
OBS.
my own little setup. Yeah. So it's like camera. It's through the software that I use. So I got everything. Actually, that's what I ended up buying recently. I ended up purchasing a brand new capture card.
Oh, okay.
So my video quality is a lot better. So that's what I've been doing. I don't know if I took a picture of it. Where's it at? I would recommend if you want to. I would recommend.
You got the Elgato? Elgato?
This is Elgato. Ooh. This one is ready for 4K too.
Yeah.
But it looks amazing because the quality of my prior stuff I was doing Tony Hawk on when I was putting it up on IG, it was okay. This one, everything looks way better. I didn't know if there's gonna be a difference, but yes. Right. So this is what I've been using. 1080p, 60 frames per second, and high quality will do 4K, 60, and it's fire. So now, I'm getting it ready, man.
What up, Chia? I see you. Hey.
So it's gonna be dope. Man, it's really good tuning in with everybody there, man.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, Win, for camming up, sticking with us. Yo, thank you. Shit, man, this is cool. Big shout out to my homie Jar. You're gonna see more of him.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna hopefully we'll all get to know each other, and I'm trying to make this shit fun. This is called In the Cut.
In the Cut. I like that. In the Cut.
Literally, yeah.
This man was knocked out. It was knocked out. So yeah, this is dope. So yeah, I look forward to coming back.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
This
is gonna be good. So.
Yeah, check his podcast out also on all streaming platforms. It's called Candle of Knowledge. Very dope podcast. He's been formulating this for a good minute now. He has 2 seasons out.
No, three
seasons out now. Hell yeah.
Working on the 4th.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
We got to go in here. So yeah, please check it out if y'all want to, man.
That's
for
right.
Sure. This is dope.
Chi-Town represent.
Absolutely.
That's right, baby. All right, y'all.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna get to cleaning.
Yes.
Want water? Want some water?
Yeah, man. Please. If you don't mind. Damn, you get the full water bottle. You know when you go to certain stores, they give you like the small ones.
The fucking quarter.
Yeah.
I
was like, I don't mind it because sometimes that's all you really need for water. But Jay got the full. Nah. Yo, the next thing you know, you can bring out the Fiji water.
Man, I'm not gonna give you the gulp, bro.
It's gonna be. As a matter of fact, what you'll do is you get the Fiji water, but you include it into the price of the haircut. It's like, yeah, why did the prices go up? Hey man, times. You start getting Fiji water and stuff. Start getting the full course meal before the cut.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me get the seat part. Take it with me.
All right,
man, I gotta try that out too.
Yeah, yo, the 2s, man. I've been for about.
It feels so. That's what I was like. It feels so light. I didn't even realize I was wearing it until I looked down. So
right.
Like, I like that. It feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
So I gotta. Yeah, it's been like it doesn't feel like it's gonna fly off or anything like that. So, I mean, and then you got the dead kitten on there.
Yeah,
so
the dead cat.
Reduces the
Oh yeah.
The rubbing sound.
I was at the beach one time. I think I used this, and you couldn't really hear the wind.
Damn.
So that was pretty cool.
And I can only imagine if you put that into post production, right? It's audio even more.
Exactly.
That's actually dope, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, man. So yeah, bro.
All right, Jar.
Yes, sir, man. I'll be in touch with you, my man.
All right, Brody. Let's keep creating, man.
Yes, sir.
We gotta work on something soon, dog.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, we're gonna make it happen. We got a lot of time this summer.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, things. Someone picking up the work.
Yeah. All right, bro. All right, G.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Take care, man. You too. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for tuning in again. It was a fun time. It was always a good time with my boy Jarvis, OG client of mine. When I was working at the barbershop. One of the dudes that have faith in me, stuck it out through years and years of just going through different shops, so it was cool that y'all get to finally meet him. But I'm gonna get to cleaning, get to sanitizing and shit. Hope you guys have a good day. Win, you especially.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all soon. Thank you for joining. I'm your boy Samurai, and I'll catch y'all soon. Later.